I 23 am getting emotionally drained by my girlfriend 22F. Why do I have to spend every second of my free time with her? My girlfriend 22F and I 23am have been together for almost 4 years now. We've had our ups and downs like every relationship, but this past month has been really tough. A little backstory: I got with her during COVID and it was about 2 months after a really hard breakup, so not the best for my mental health. I always had this thought in the back of my mind that I jumped in another relationship too quick and we weren't gonna last, but more than 2 years later and here we are. She is loving, kind, genuine, and always wants the best for me while keeping such a positive mindset about life. She has made me such a better person. But she's getting more and more high maintenance and I'm getting busier and busier. This past month has been really tough on me. I got the flu, I started my new college class while working full-time at a new position at my job that I'm still learning today, while working on my mental health. But I finally flipped the switch and this last week has been the best my mental health has probably ever been. I started going to the gym, I started watching what I eat. I've had a better attitude when coming home from a stressful day at work. But in the same week I'm being dragged down by feeling like I am just not enough for my girlfriend. Lately, she is constantly going on about me researching how to communicate better and put more effort in that area. Throughout our relationship and arguments she always says I need a person that can do X, or there are plenty of people out there that will give me the attention and along those lines, and she can get very mean with it, so it gives me anxiety she will leave me and I work on what she asks of me. Keep in mind, this past week she has had extra days off of work and we've spent every second together when she is free, and from my knowledge and asking her myself, we have a good time. I am constantly working on myself, but I'm getting to this point of emotional exhaustion with her because I don't know what more I can do. We have argued almost every day this week about the same thing, like I am gonna change overnight for her. I'm constantly looking for a way to be better and understand her viewpoints. I make mistakes all the time, but it takes two to tango. I am the busiest I have ever been in my life and I barely have enough time to just be alone. Everything she tells me to work on for her is crammed in the back of my mind with everything else, and it's too much right now. I am constantly hearing about what I need to work on for her, and majority of the time I clean up my act and realize what I'm doing wrong. But it's so often to where I'm wondering if I'm actually just a bad guy. Don't get me wrong, I'm not perfect and neither is she. But I'm a laid-back person and I don't need a lot to make me happy. My girlfriend constantly needs attention or something to do, and if she doesn't get that in that second she gets very down and tells me later on that she feels alone. For example, when I started my class I noticed I needed to do a lot of extra work, more than my last class. So I get started early and she instantly gets annoyed with me that I don't have the time to hang out and acts like it's my fault I don't give her the attention right then and there. But what do I do when she feels alone and sad because of it? Comfort her, listen and offer advice. Every time. But I need to work on communication? I give advice and she says I don't need to. I comfort her and she pushes me away. I try everything and look at it at every angle. She says she doesn't feel connected to me in such ways. Nothing has been different in our relationship recently other than me being more busy, but just being together for almost 4 years and I've changed so much for the better for her and myself, and it's just another problem after another problem when I feel I'm playing all my cards right. I go to work, I work hard. I'm in college, I pass my classes. I help with upkeep around the apartment, I pay most of the bills, I care for her needs, I'm there emotionally and physically for her, I spend quality time with her, buy her flowers and take her out to eat. But she still needs more work from me. Especially when I just got out of a hump myself and I'm still dealing with these new life challenges. I have been having thoughts that I am missing out on my younger years to be independent and meet different people, have different life experiences. Overall, I am having intrusive thoughts that I am not good enough for her or I can't reach her standards when I'm putting my everything into our future, and have had the thought of ending it recently and am very conflicted. I love her to death, I love her family, I love our memories. Constantly something new? Am I a bad person for thinking of it this way? What am I missing? I try to explain these things to her, but it will turn into an argument. Sometimes I always am the one taking fault for the arguments, so they don't get any worse than they are, and we don't really get anywhere with talking about things other than me sitting up straight and taking her complaints to the chest. I want to be better for her, but nothing is enough. Everything goes good for a week or so, sometimes a month, then we're right back to where we were with a different conflict. I could go on and on about things that have happened, but this is getting long. Any advice is appreciated. Don't judge me or my formatting. This is my first long post like this on Reddit because I don't really have anyone to talk to about this right now. Again, sorry for the amount of writing. TLDR, girlfriend is becoming more and more high maintenance with things and needs too much of my time. Having intrusive thoughts about ending things.